Welcome to Quad Radio for late July 2012 and our first 6 months of ATV motocross and ATV GNCC coverage from Quad Radio's standpoint, and hopefully everyone has been enjoying what we've been able to provide so far. We've gone through a lot of changes as well as a lot of, I would say, obstacles on top of a lot of success. And as we say, just thanks to everyone that has been tuning in. And also want to say thanks to folks like Impact Solutions and ImpactSolutionsATV.com. They are your factory-authorized service center for Elka suspension. You can find out more about Elka Stage 5 ATV racing shocks, as well as the Elka shock protectors, and not only that, Elka Stage 4 side-by-side shocks by logging on to their website at ImpactSolutionsATV.com, and there'll be a lot more coming in the future as far as that is concerned as well. Now, as far as today's interview, we revisit the amateur side of things and a lost interview with Ries Parvin from the Sunday Creek Raceway just a couple of rounds ago. So check this out, and hopefully you enjoy and pass along to your friends about Quad Radio. And be sure and like us on Facebook, and also follow us on Twitter at Quad Radio, and also on Facebook at, of course, Facebook/Quad Radio. And again, here is Ries Parvin. Thanks again for listening.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quad Radio as we come today from, Sunday Creek Raceway. It's kind of a post-race wrap-up for one Ries Parvin, the number 50 machine. And, Ries, we say hello and welcome home to your home track, I guess, man. It's pretty cool to be able to drive only a few hours and still be in the same state and still be able to go to a national ATV race.
Yeah, it's a lot easier commute on money.
Yeah, for sure. And I know that, this is a taxing sport, there's no doubt. So whenever you get these, it is nice on the wallet. And it's also nice because you sometimes get a little extra support, man. I mean, some extra family members come in and watch and things like that.
Yeah, my mom and everyone, my main family normally comes every race. But then my grandparents were going to come in and then the storm hit, and so they couldn't make it.
Man, that was a Jim Dandy of a storm on Friday night. There's no doubt about it. You guys fared through okay?
Yeah, I mean, our easy up took me 20 feet through the air, but I'm fine.
No kidding. You know, there's stories of that kind of stuff. I don't know that there was one easy up that was standing that was usable after 80-mile-an-hour straight-line winds come soaring through there on Friday. But all in all, man, I mean, this has been a pretty good race weekend as far as the weather goes, other than being 100-plus degrees.
Yeah, I recently just switched to the Can-Am, so I'm still kind of getting used to those.
So how's that working out for you?
It's a lot more comfortable than the Honda. It's just overall smoother power and just fits me a lot better.
Let's talk a little bit about it. Now, this is kind of our second visit with you, Ries, this season, and we're kind of checking back in to see what's going on. Let's talk a little bit about the classes you're running and how things have been going as far as championships are concerned.
Our last race, last day was a high point, but I couldn't go there. I was in the hospital due to a crash in Kentucky. I went over the bars and the rollers, broke my scapula, which is your shoulder blade, in 2 spots, broke 2 ribs, and I bruised a lung, so I took a big hit in the points lead. Ended up still being 3 points in the lead, so I came out, raced here, and just raced open and got 4th, which isn't all that great, but I'm still getting used to the Can-Ams and a little sore from my injury.
Wow, wait a minute. Did you say you were in the hospital still?
Yeah.
Really? They kept you in for like a couple weeks, huh?
Oh, no, I just had to go back. I had to go back, get x-rays, CAT scans, all that.
Oh, okay. So not like you were in there on hooked up to tubes and life support and all that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, I mean, freaked out there for a minute, buddy. But still, I mean, it had to be kind of scary for you, I imagine, especially, this is what you love doing, championships on the line, and then here you are laying around and can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it was scary. I kept my eyes glued on the points, and I was pretty certain I was going to lose the point lead after high point, and it turns out I ended up with a 3-point lead still after that. And I came in here, and I feel sad that my buddy Jake crashed, and he didn't break his arm, but he dislocated his elbow, and he's second in points. So that helped me out, but also I feel bad for the kid. He's a good rider.
Which Jake is that?
I don't know his last name, but I know he's 51 on a Suzuki.
Oh, okay. We'll figure that. Man, that's a tough break there for him, but it kind of helps you out, makes it a little bit easier. But really hate to hear about that crash, but I'm glad you're doing all right. And with that, man, I mean, you were fidgeting with your neck necklace there around your neck, and you were telling me something a little bit about that a few minutes ago too.
Yeah, after my crash at Kentucky, my grandparents got really worried. And my grandma is Catholic. She went over and she got this necklace that I'm wearing, blessed. And she said, whenever you're riding, wear it. It'll protect you. And so I'm wearing it.
Give you that little extra confidence you need?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, let me ask you something. After an incident like that, Ries, I mean, it's got to be tough. I mean, you're a young kid, and I'm sure this is probably some of the more traumatic injuries you ever had in your life. Does it make you second guess what you're doing out here at all?
Not at all. Crash is part of the sport. I mean, if you have never crashed, I don't think you're riding hard enough. This is probably one of my worst crashes. I've never broken a bone before, and in this crash, I got 3 bones, so that was hard.
It's amazing that you're back out here a month later. I mean, you're only riding one class this week, though, right?
Yeah, this week I'm only riding 1 class, and then in Unadilla, you'll see me in 3 classes.
What class is it you're focusing on?
I'm focusing on Open B.
Wow, so that's pretty impressive stuff. Last year, the novice class worked out pretty good for you, so the step up transition seems to be going pretty good, too.
Yeah, as I said in the last one, we moved up early in the season, late in the season last year, and I won a couple B races, so we raced 3 races this year. It's been a hard season.
Hard season. What are you expecting out of the rest of the season now?
With this new Can-Am, I feel a lot more comfortable, and so I'm hoping the rides are going to be a lot more consistent. I'm going to be smoother and faster.
Now, tell me a little bit about the Can-Am. I mean, what was the reason for that choice of machinery? I mean, because you've been so successful in what you've been riding up to that point.
Yeah, it's just we just wanted to try something new. We've always stuck to Honda. I've always ridden Honda, and then we started getting inconsistent, and so I just switched.
And I imagine probably what they call that contingency money helps out a little bit too?
Yeah, that helps out a little bit, but we just wanted to get something I was a little safer on.
I understand that. Well, I'll tell you, Ries, it's good talking with you, good checking in with you. I want to wish you good luck for the rest of the season, and hope to see you a lot more, man.
Thank you. I'd like to thank 6.5 Designs, KSR Concepts, Can-Am, definitely. They've helped me out. Cam Reimer's showing me a sweet bike, and geez, everybody, really, my parents, all my family, Maxis, Moto Works, the Great Exhaust, and everyone that has ever helped me out. Thank you a lot.
That's the number 50, Ries Parvin. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.